Hi, everybody!
Hey! How are you, everybody?
Hello! Kamusta?
Kamusta?
Kamusta kayong lahat?
Yeah.
Say it!
Mabuti.
That's the answer. But if you ask them, how are you? How
Kamusta ka? Kamusta ka?
How are you? But when you say, kamusta kayong lahat?
Kamusta ka?
Kayong lahat.
Kayong lahat.
How are you all?
Yes.
So...
Well, we hope you all are well.
You all are well. We thank you. Thank you. Salamat.
Salamat. Thank you for commenting, all of your comments, and for
liking
and subscribing.
And hopefully you subscribe or you follow.
Yeah.
And comment. Questions, please.
Yeah. If for those that are just tuning in for the first time, my name is Chris.
My name is Melba.
And we are a married couple.
Yes.
And
we like it. We
love
it.
We love love.
It's good. It's good. It's beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, I have to sing that all the time.
Yeah. So
we're
yes.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, Daddy. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say that.
You forgot?
Yeah.
That is not far.
No.
This is how we are. Sorry. It's our age, maybe.
Oh no, I was for those.
Although some people have a very sharp. It's just us. So.
No, I remember now. Now. I was talking to those folks that are just joining us for the first time. They know our names now. But what we're talking about is how we met. And this is now the fourth
few
part.
videos of it.
Yeah.
Few videos.
Yeah. If you haven't checked the other ones out, go back and check those. But yeah, we're talking about how we met. And just speaking of that, as you were about to mention.
No, we are talking about marriage.
Yes, marriage.
And we love it. And this week, we celebrated our
20 years. 20 years of marriage.
Yes, by the grace of God.
Yes.
We have been married for 20 years and 2 children after.
Yeah. 2 children and lots of practice.
Lots of
practice
trying to make children. You don't have to practice. Anyway, no, we don't need to practice anymore. No. We have 2 already.
Still like practice, you gotta stay sharp.
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. Practice makes our next child.
No more. I can't anymore. Okay. Anyway, all right. So, welcome everybody.
Yes.
Sorry, sometimes we're laughing too much.
Yeah.
But we thank you for being with us, and perhaps we could be a blessing to one another.
Yes.
And we are glad that you are joining us in our journey or watching our videos, and hopefully you will share our videos, or you can ask questions or comments or likes, all those things, all those good stuff. Right. But anyway,
let's get to it. Part 4, how we met. So
this is not how we met anymore, Daddy.
This
is not about meeting. Oh, this is kind of because
we haven't met yet.
Today, actually, today is the first. We're gonna talk about the first time we met in person.
Yeah. So
now,
last time we talked about how my dad met her first on a business trip, and of course when he came back after that trip is when we kind of became boyfriend and girlfriend, romantically linked, from going from friends to lovers.
Lovers. So see, there's always that thing when you say lovers.
That word.
We love that word.
Carries a lot of weight. So So anyway, so she was in Hong Kong, and so now I've got to get to Hong Kong so we can meet. And of course, at that time, I was broke. I mean, usually
you had some little something.
Yeah, I had.
It might not be enough. But,
right, exactly.
You were working, so.
Yeah. But usually when you plan a trip overseas, you plan for months. I had no plans to go over at that time. So when we became boyfriend and girlfriend, it was like all of a sudden, and it's like, wow, I need to go see her, but I'm gonna go halfway around the world. But thankfully. Thank you again, Dad.
Yes, Dad.
My father was, when he knew that we were now a couple and that I was trying to go and meet with you, he just helped me out as far as the funds for getting over to Hong Kong. So thank you again, Dad.
I think we did enjoy each other,
Yeah.
When that time when he visited me, and the second day when he visited, I told him, whether you like it or not, I'm going to bring you to the train station or to the airport, one of them. But we did have fun together, so I think he liked me a lot. And then he went back to the States. And
Yep. What's wrong with you? You guys should be something. Should be a couple, which I already had in my mind, and it happened. So anyway,
he was kind of pushing you and helping you along the way.
Yeah.
Thank God for fathers.
Yep.
Who has sense? No, just
exactly. Well, sometimes their knucklehead sons don't have sense. So anyway, so I'm going to Hong Kong. So we found a time when you were going to have more than the one day off a week that you get.
Yes, because there was a holiday in Hong Kong, and it was October 13th. I think it was a Monday in 2002. And we were boyfriend, girlfriend. I had my prayer on that 24th, and then the next day you called, and then we became lovers. That was the 25th of July. And on that same year, October 13th, that's the weekend where you came over because I had a holiday. So it means you could spend more time with me. Yeah.
So I flew out. It was I got into Hong Kong about a Friday night. I remember our flight was delayed because I think you told me that you had been trying to call the hotel and I wasn't there yet. And
yes.
I think you said you were getting a little worried. But
yes, because you're supposed to be there. Why are you not there? You know? So, but anyway.
I don't remember exactly what the delays were, but the only thing really I remember about the actual trip, coming over is when we were landing into Hong Kong. And it was nighttime, and all the lights, just seeing all the lights, even over the harbor, all the lights, the buoys were lit up, and the lights.
Hong Kong is a very, very, very bright city at night. It's a lot of tall buildings and so many lights, so it's a bright light night in Hong Kong.
That's right. So I just remember being so excited, and then when I got off the plane and got my bags and going through the terminal and the doors opening up and just seeing all of Hong Kong, it was wonderful. I took a shuttle to my hotel, and then when I did check in, I remember laying in bed, and then the phone rang. It was you.
Yeah.
And we talked kind of, because next day was going to be Sunday, her
normal day. No, it was going to be Saturday.
I'm sorry, it was going to be Saturday. That's right.
It came Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. That's right. See, she needs to keep me in check.
It's not as bad. But anyway, yes, we forget things that happen. So especially the specifics. But you came Friday night, and then Saturday you were on your own because I still have to work.
Yeah. So Saturday I spent just going out on just kind of viewing Hong Kong, and went to the shops. By the way, amazing shopping. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Hong Kong, great. You can always find great deals. It's a great shopping place.
Yes.
So I remember I got you a necklace. Like, I already had the ring because I was coming to propose to you.
Yeah.
And but I wanted to get you something else, a few other things. But I remember I got you a necklace and
some chocolates.
And I think, didn't I get you a stuffed animal?
And another chocolate.
Yeah, me, the biggest chocolate of all.
The greatest chocolate of all.
The great American chocolate bar.
Okay. All right. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so moving on. So that was Saturday.
And then I have to wait, for that Saturday to be over and Sunday to come, because that Sunday is my regular day off, and that Monday is the holiday. So I'll have 2 days without work. But I still have to go home every night for my curfew. So yeah.
Okay. So finally,
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning came. We made arrangements to meet before church. I was going to go to her church. And so Sunday morning came, and we were going to meet at the park.
Yes, there's a park closer to the church, and that's where our meeting place was.
So I must have got there about an hour or two early.
But up to our meeting time. But I think I came there too earlier before you even came there, because I had pictures. My sister and my friends in the church took pictures of me while I was in that park, and you were not in the picture.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry. I feel bad that we don't have a picture together in that park. So because when I came back, we took pictures in the morning, and I think we ate breakfast a little bit or something there. Then we went back to the church And then I waited for the time to come for our meeting time. And then I went back there on my own.
Yeah.
That's when I saw you there.
Yeah. So from my standpoint, by the time I got to the park, I was a little bit, of course, excited and nervous and all of that. And I was sitting on a bench in one part of the park, and it's funny because every single person I saw, every woman, I'm like, is that her? Is that her? Like, no, that's not her.
Could that be?
Could that be her? And then I'm like, well, it's not her. I'm like, well, what if she doesn't come here? Because there was a bench on the other side of the park. And so at one point I got up and switched to the other side. And then I think I may have gone back to the other side at one point. I was just ping-ponging back and forth. And then I moved again, and I was sitting there, and then I remember, I think I got up. I think I got up from the bench. I think I was probably going to walk around or something like that, or go somewhere up, another part. And then I see this woman walking, and she stops, and she looks at me and goes,
is that you?
It's like,
and then from that moment, whatever the feeling is, like you have to contain. There's like apprehensions and meet for the first time in person, in flesh.
Yeah.
My goodness. So I have to contain whatever it is from where I saw you and said, is that you? And then I have to walk towards you with all that I'm feeling at that moment. And then I remember I don't even know if we hugged or anything. I know we didn't kiss because no kissing that time. So we sat next to each other on the bench.
Yes.
And then, we don't know what to say to each other, and we've been talking nonstop on the phone, voice tapes, and then through our letters, and the phones. We've been talking a lot on the phone.
Yeah.
And then we get quiet.
And then in person, we don't know what to say.
We don't know what to say.
So we're sitting there on the bench, and I'm just looking at her, just taking in all of this beauty.
No.
And then you were like, why are you looking at me? Don't look at me.
No, I told you, can you please stop looking at me? And then I don't know what you said. But then after that, we made a decision to have breakfast.
Yeah, we were going to go and have breakfast.
Because he's going to the church with me. And so we made a decision to have breakfast. And because I don't know what his economic status is, I think I have said that over and over again. I'm trying to be sensitive to economic issues. So I try to look for the place to go that's cheaper and that is close to the church. So the nearest place was McDonald's.
Mickey D's, y'all.
First date in McDonald's. A lot of people will say that's a cheap date, but
all the way around the world to eat at McDonald's.
But it doesn't matter where you eat. It's not even what you eat.
Exactly.
It's having you beside me.
Yeah,
being together. That's what matters. That's what we do even now as we're married.
Yeah. So we're at McDonald's. We're eating.
And then.
We're kind of talking, and I know at one point you got up to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
And then I'm thinking in my mind, like, is she going to come back?
No, you did not.
I know. I mean, I knew you well enough, I think, to know the kind of person you were. But I was like, imagine if she didn't come back. How embarrassing would that be? I'm sitting here in McDonald's halfway around the world.
And somebody stood you up.
Stood me up there, yeah.
In McDonald's table, and you have to pay that $2. I'm not just kidding.
99 cents sausage brisket.
It's not the amount of money you have that determines the relationship you're going to have. It's your heart and your character and your God.
That's right. So,
anyway.
So we left McDonald's after that. You came back. And we
I came back.
She came back from the bathroom, y'all.
Why did I do that? No,
that's a win. So you came back.
I want my chocolate. Okay. All right.
So we went to the church.
Yes.
We went to your church and had
a service. Yes.
Yeah, nice service, and you were part of the choir too. So you were doing the choir stuff, and that was great. And I got to meet her. Her sister was there. Thank you. Her sister, her actual sister.
Yes,
also,
Marlon. Hey,
hi, Marlon.
Marlon.
She also worked in Hong Kong at the same time, or actually, as well as meeting her sisters in Christ.
Yes, and you get to meet my sisters in Christ, who are my good friends in Hong Kong. Ate Sol, Ate Carmi, Ate Gina, Terry, and all, so much more, and all my other friends that are like same age as I am. So anyway.
Yeah. So then after the service, we went to lunch.
We went to lunch with a few people.
Yeah, a few of them. We went to the Rainforest Cafe. I remember that.
Yes. And every time when I go to the bathroom, I came back, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, I think I took the opportunity to even though I think it was kind of understood that I was going to propose, but I was going to make it official. So when you went to the bathroom, I was telling your sisters there that, hey, you know, I think I showed them the ring at some point, like, I'm going to, and they're like, ooh. So when she came back, they were all like, ooh. You know, without alluding.
I kind of know too, so
yeah,
they're teasing, but they kind of like, what? But you know, you bet. You know, it's very economical too to go at once and then do everything at once. But we kind of understood what we are with each other. So anyway. So after lunch, I think also when we were at the restaurant. We were going back to the church, and I was going to ask her pastor, Pastor Basile, God bless him, who's gone away. But I was going to speak with him to kind of get his blessing since her parents weren't there. Yes. I was going to just talk with him before asking officially for her hand in marriage. My hand? Yeah. You only want to marry my hand?
Just the hand. Hand. No.
That's why you put the ring on it? Okay. All right.
So, anyway, so they were kind of, I think before when we were at the restaurant, there was a little bit of coaching, what to expect of him asking questions he would probably ask and all that. And so after lunch, we went back.
Yes.
And
yes.
I spoke with him.
Yes.
I think, did he speak with you first or
I'm not sure, but I know we spoke to him together. That's one thing I remember for sure. Yeah,
so I went in and he just asked me questions and I was just like, yes, sir. I'm like,
yes, sir. Just say yes, sir to all. That's the safest thing to say.
I was like, well, I love her, and he just asked me about my faith and all that, and of course, how do you know this love and what do you plan?
Yeah, and we were kind of apprehensive too and scared because a lot of people say, you know, he's gonna grill you, you know, he's gonna ask all these questions, whatever.
He's like, no, you will not marry her. No, but it wasn't like that. But
it was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then after that, everything was all good, and later on that night, we were going to go to dinner. Yes, we went to dinner at the Peninsula Hotel. We were just looking for a place to eat. And they had a restaurant in the hotel, like a Chinese restaurant.
I don't know if it was Chinese, but I know it was a restaurant.
It doesn't have a Chinese name. I can't remember the actual name of it. But anyway, so we went there and we had to make a reservation first. Excuse me. So yeah, we went to there and they asked for the name. What's the name on the reservation? And,
yes, that's funny because I walked in with my man over here.
Yeah.
Walked in and you go to that counter or the table that when they receive people, and they said, "What's the name in the reservation?" And I said, "Stevens."
I think you even spelled it out for them, so it's like you were already Mrs. Stevens. And as a matter of fact, I think when they called us, that's how they called us.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Stevens, your table is ready.
But it was good. I like the sound of that last name, Stevens.
Yeah. So we went in and we had. I still remember what we had. Right.
Yeah.
We had shrimp. Again, she was thinking of
economics. I was being very conscientious, so I kind of tried to order the cheapest I can find.
Yeah. So we ordered some fried shrimp, and we had some fried shrimp, and we had watermelon juice.
Watermelon juice. It was really good.
Yeah. And then I picked the opportune time to. At one point, I pulled out the ring. And I got down on one knee.
Hey.
And then what happened?
I said, get up.
She told me to get up. She got all embarrassed.
Yes, get up.
Because in the whole restaurant, I think there was a lot of business people. Like, there weren't any
we're like the only ones there that's like lovey-dovey.
There's a couple there.
It's like a business meeting.
Other people there are having like business dinners and stuff. And we're like the only couple in there. And so when I got down on the knees, she's looking like, I don't want anybody to look at us. Look at us.
I said yes so quick and said, get up, get up, get up. But then people started clapping their hands. So.
Yeah. So guys, if you ever want to propose to a woman and you want her to say yes immediately, go to a place that's open.
Well, some women like the attention.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just that, I might not be comfortable with the attention at that time.
So anyway, so she said yes. We're engaged at this point.
Yes.
And I think we went after that. You went home.
Yes,
went back.
I went
I
home.
went back to my
I think
hotel.
he brought me to the bus.
Yeah.
I rode the bus home, and then he went to his hotel.
Yeah. And then
the next day
was her holiday, and we get to see each other again.
Yes, and we get to go places. Like we explored some parts of Hong Kong. We went to.
It was my first time going to Jollibee.
Hey!
And it's funny as we're walking through the streets. I mean,
what, Daddy? As we're walking through the streets or the elevator and escalators, what were people saying when we were lovey-dovey and everything? What are they saying?
Well, a lot of the women there were like kind of poking. Guapo.
Guapo.
Which you don't means handsome, guys.
Are you guapo, Daddy?
Yeah, so it was funny. I kept hearing it, and I would just smile.
And you smile even more guapo with your smile.
Yeah, so we did that. We went to Victoria Peak, which is a big famous place in Hong Kong, kind of like a high peak. And I think, did we ride the tram? They had like a sky
probably.
tram
Whatever they had there, we just kind of, did whatever was offered.
Yeah.
And then we would take pictures. And we had Ate Sol again, I think there.
Ate
and
Sol
my sister.
came with and your sister.
Yeah, and Ate Carmen. I think, I don't know. But yeah, we had some friends came with us. So it was more fun because we get to celebrate then.
Yeah.
Then I got you in tow.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. We were having like our dates.
Yeah.
We
That's
never
right.
really dated.
We never really dated, so that was really our
like
courting time.
The 2 days you were there, like you were with me, that's like our dating time.
Yeah.
So I guess I dated you for 2 days.
Dated me for 2 days and then we got married. No. And so anyway, we did that, and then after having the whole day, we kind of went back to my hotel. And I know what you're thinking, guys. No. You do not know what comes next.
No.
We went to the hotel, and what did we do? We went back to my hotel, and what did we do, honey?
I think we ordered food to eat.
Yeah, we had dinner. We ordered a room service. You still don't know what's going on. I know it sounds like that, but
take your mind off the what?
Yeah, out of the gutter.
No, we were listening to music with your headphone.
I had brought my little playlist of
yes, and we were listening to Maxwell.
Yeah, listen to some
for a long time, for a few hours.
And we were laying on the bed. Wait for it. We got real close. Wait for it.
Got real cuddly.
Wait for it. And then we spooned. We cuddled for 6 hours.
That is amazing how you can cuddle me.
I know.
For 6 hours without having to, contain things.
Without the south rising again.
Without the sun rising again.
To put it one way. So I just kept thinking, this is my wife to be. I want to do everything right. And
yes.
So
thank you for the respect.
Behave yourself.
And you already know what I stand for. My values.
And I already know that there's a father-in-law with a machete about this big if I mess up.
He will use the broom to fly over.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we spooned for 6 hours and listening to music. It was beautiful. It was like a lovely, lovely, lovely moment between you and me.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I want to do it again. I want to spoon for 6 hours without all the responsibilities of home.
I know. It was like nothing. We were just like so relaxed.
And so relaxed.
It was like going to the spa or something. It was a spa day.
It was a gift from God. We had to have that together. So it was good. And then it was time for me to go home.
Yeah.
It's time for me to go home.
Yeah.
And that would be the last time we are together before he goes back to the States.
Yep.
So
we got a cab, and I was
yes,
gonna.
get a taxi.
I rode with you in the taxi.
You brought me home in a taxi.
Yeah, I brought you home. And then on the way there, I said, I'm leaving tomorrow.
It's traveled so far to be in Hong Kong for what?
Yeah.
For 3 days.
3 days. And, we're engaged now, and I was just wondering if maybe I could have a little kiss. Goodbye.
And guess what? Guess what I said? I said, let me think about that.
She'd never kissed anybody, so she's so apprehensive. And so she didn't know.
I only know what a kiss is when I read, or when I've seen, sometimes romance novels or movies. But I've never touched anybody's hand, really. I've never dated anyone, so no kiss, no holding hands, no nothing from any man in my life, you know. So I was like, okay, I have to think about that first.
It's like, okay, you think about that.
And then after so much thinking, like when we were getting close to the place where I live, I said, okay, there's a park in the back of my apartment, of my flat. So maybe we can go there and we can discuss about this kiss.
Let's discuss this kiss. So we get there and we go in the back. Now we have to set the scene for you.
Yes, it's a beautiful,
beautiful, crazy scene.
It's like where I am at the moment, and then the future is in front of me, and where I am at the moment is in the back of us. Yes, that was good.
So if you think, like we said, most places are high
rise.
This high rise. So she's living in a high rise building. We're in the back. The back is like there's a park in the back, and
beautiful park.
Yeah, beautiful park. In front of us, there's like a mountain.
Yes, mountain.
I believe the sea was on the other side of it, though we couldn't see it. But there's like a full moon.
Yes, there was a moon in there, and there's a mountain, and the beautiful park and benches and flowers and stuff. But in the back...
In the back of us, what was it, hon?
It was a chute for trash.
There's a trash chute.
There's a big dump where all the trash is coming from the tallest parts of the building all the way down, and it kept making sound when it drops.
So as we're sitting there talking, and
you can hear the...
Yeah, and our romantic moments would just be interrupted with trash coming down the chute. Not to mention that there's rats running around. Right?
There were rats, and you can hear them. Not really in front of us, but close to where the trash is.
I can hear them like ruffling around in the trash and all that stuff. So anyway, getting to the kiss.
Yes.
I could see how apprehensive she was. So what I said is, okay, you know what? I really don't want to.
No, because I said, how are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
I said, okay, you can kiss me, but how are we gonna do this?
Yeah. So I said, okay, I'll just make it real simple. It's just you can even close your eyes. I'll do it. You don't have to do anything. I will do the kiss. Just a quick peck, and we'll be done with it, and I'll be satisfied with that. So that's what I did. She closed her eyes, and I just said, mwah, gave her a quick peck.
And then you said, see?
It
wasn't
nothing
bad.
to it.
There's nothing to it.
Nothing to it. And then, I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you say to that?
I'm embarrassed. Should I say it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I said?
Wait for it.
I said, that's it? I said, can we do it again? Next time? This time, can we make it longer?
You wasn't satisfied with that little bit. You want more of the sugar.
I want more sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yep.
My honey. You are my candy boy. And you got me one.
So she pretty much sucked my face off.
No! Daddy, no, guys. No, I did not.
No, but it was more.
It was lovely.
It was lovely after that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. That's it.
So then after that, we went back. I took her up to her apartment and
we kissed again for the last time. That's it.
Yeah. And then she went in, and then I went on.
It was the last time I saw him until we see each other again.
Yeah, I left.
Next time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yes, which is going to be our next stop.
Our next one.
But you left me with a big kiss.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I took that kiss with me on the plane all the way home.
I took that kiss with me in my sleep.
I just kept replaying it over and over.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys. We love you, and keep on commenting, like, subscribe, share,
follow, please.
Yeah.
Yes. And we thank you, and we hope that you have a lovely day, a blessed day, and remember that God loves you so much.
Yeah.
Jesus loves you.
Yes.
And let's do everything in love. Let's do our best because love never fails.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Peace, everybody.
Love you. God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye.